Captain? Gee, well, basically there isn't anybody like that here. We're all alone on the ship and sent off the SOS ourselves. No, I'm the oldest one of us here. By the way, my name is Lila. At the beginning, everything worked really well on the ship, but then a whole bunch of things went wrong. We probably just had bad luck, and now all that's left are us kids. That would be awesome! If you could give us a hand with our problems, then we'll be able to navigate the ship from there for sure. Look at this. Our rain collector was destroyed in a storm. Ever since then, we've been short on water, and we can't drink salt water, can we? That's a leak. We wanted to patch it, but don't have anything suitable. And none of us really has a clue anyway. Nifty, thanks a lot. Do you think it can be repaired? Oh, that's ace. It already looks very sturdy. And it'll really hold up that way? Really? Our water supplies are pretty empty, and I don't know when it's going to rain again. Yeah? Really? Awesome. That sure does help us. It ought to last for a while. You know, a few days ago everything was still okay, and then everybody got sick. I think it's because we didn't have so much to eat anymore. Here, come here fast. We laid them down in the quarters back there. It all started with plain belly aches. Nothing bad, really. Then it got worse and worse. Now Ben and Alba can't even stand up anymore. Ben? Alba? That doesn't look good. The last time I took a look, they were still doing better. How bad is it? Can you do anything about it? They'll get better and be healthy again, won't they? We haven't really had anything to eat for days. And there's no medicine here on the ship either. Nowhere. This one here is Ed. He's sort of familiar with technology and stuff like that. But since a few days ago, he can't even get upright anymore. Ed, how are you doing? He says he'll make it, but he's just playing the hero. I mean, just look at him. We were headed towards the coast, but the ship has stood still since then. Something's wrong with the engine, I think. Ben would have known about... Yeah, exactly. Wow, nifty! To me, that's just a pile of steel and pipes. There's also this boiler here. We need that too, don't we? We thought all you'd have to do is burn up something inside. The main thing is something's burning. You say we can use that to get ourselves going again? Awesome! I'll tell the others. That'll make them happy for sure. Yes, we should have watered the fields, it's true. But we just didn't have any water left to do it. Whatever was there, we needed for drinking. We don't have a bit of food left either. If the plants on the fields would grow again, then we'd be able to harvest something there and eat it, right? Can you do anything about that? Oh, well... Hey, we've gathered a fair amount of grains and kernels here. We have no idea. Can you just put them in the ground? That's ace. You really do know your way around. I watched you, so next time I'll even get it done all by myself. Thanks. Do you want to take a few of the seeds with you? We're happy to share with you. Those were the worst problems, I think. It's nifty how you were able... Those were the worst problems, I think. I think so, yeah. We're better equipped now. And thanks to your help, we've also learned some things about the ship, too. For sure, yeah. A pretty wild bunch, aren't they? A few dozen kids on a ship. But what are we supposed to do? Just give up? No, it's okay. You really can go now. We still have the radio in an emergency. Amazing that it works out here, huh? Ben gave it to me. Then I basically just tried it out. For sure. It's okay. Hey, at any rate, it was a good thing you were there. I don't know how we would have done it on our own. Whatever. All I want to say is, thanks. Thanks a lot. Awesome. You've come at just the right time. Hold on a second. Ben? Alba? Ed? Look who's here! These are the people who rescued you. Luckily, we're healthy again now. We take much better care of ourselves and the ship now. Well, up until the little incident here. Out on the high seas, navigating was no problem. When this island popped up on the horizon, we originally wanted to sail around it. There was an endless back and forth, and nobody knew how we were supposed to get out of the way in time. By then, it was already too late. We wanted to head here in the south because we thought fruit can be farmed here, and besides that, it's nice and warm. We heard that somewhere. However, there is a problem. You see, now we're stuck here and can't move. We haven't dared to look and see how bad the damage actually is. Not yet. Couldn't you do that for us? Oh, Nifty, do you really mean that's okay with you? Basically, only the navigation system has to be repaired, and we have to get the ship free somehow. And everything that doesn't work up front. I tried to get us out of the way, but it all happened so fast, and all I managed to do was make sure we didn't head into the rocks. If we don't get the ship out of the sand again, will we have to abandon it? Does it mean we won't be able to continue our voyage? all the sand is gone. Now the ship is floating freely again. Nifty! But wait a minute, there's... Oh, damn it. That's not good. The hole is sealed now, but what are we going to do with all the water inside the ship? Oh, wow! You've managed to start up the pump. That's ace! That way we can get the water out of the ship. And if it rains... Yeah, exactly. Ben says there's something wrong with the antennas. He tried this and that, but it didn't do a thing. The point is, he's no expert either. Here, these are the antennas. The storms and the hefty collision have bent everything out of shape. You're right. I was up here when we ran aground. The impact made quite a bang. Can it be repaired? Yeah, I see it. The needle's in the middle again. What luck! It's awesome that you've got so much know-how. Thanks a lot. When the helm has been readjusted, then we can steer the ship properly again. Here, these are the antennas. The storms and the hefty collision have bent everything out of shape. Yeah! It looks like sound's coming from the control panel. Looks like it worked. That's ace. Sadly, it's still lighting up red. No set at signal, it lights up green here. You hear it crackling again, too. But that's a good sign, isn't it? Yes, we did notice it, but we weren't sure what could be done about it. Until recently, everything still worked. Can something be done to fix it? Hey, that's ace. That'll definitely stand up for... To be honest, I don't know if the panel still works, but you're welcome to take a look. We don't use a lot of these buttons at all because we don't know what they stand for. To be on the safe side, I switched off the engines before the collision. The anchor was lowered? We didn't even notice it. To be honest, we've never done anything with it. But it's very good that you've shown us. There's a reverse gear? Ah, yeah, now that you mention it, I remember again. The grown-ups actually used to be able to move the ship backwards. Wait a sec, I'll put a note here. Thanks for bailing us out once again. It was a lot of work, and without you, this little island would have... Then let's set a course headed south. Luckily, the compass works again. Off we go, sailors. Southbound for paradise. I'm glad that we can finally sail on again at last. Now we've really gone through everything at least once with this ship. The next time we see each other, there won't be a catastrophe. That's a promise. It's nice to see you again. And this time, we really don't need to be rescued either. Look, we found a lot of big fishing nets in the ship's belly and already used them to collect a whole bunch of flotsam. There's so much stuff floating in the sea that it will never get boring here, because you can make so many things out of it. Yeah, and you know what was underneath all those nets? A huge battery! We thought if we hook up the battery, we could have electricity here on our ship. After all, there's a big wind turbine in the back at the stern. It could provide the necessary energy. That's what we thought too. The only thing is, naturally, it doesn't work yet, and it's all a bit too complicated for us. We came up with the idea to radio you. After all, you've already helped us out so often. Do you know your way around things like that too? What would you like to look at first? The battery down inside the ship, or the wind turbine in the back? At any rate, you'll have to put your minds to both of them. Yes, the wind turbine is back here, you see it? The next thing is you ought to take a closer look at it. Something's wrong with it. At any rate, it doesn't spin anymore. It used to be different. When a storm came, it always really flew round and round. Looks kind of willy-nilly, I know. I think those are old airplane parts. The grown-ups put it together way back when. If you get it to spin again, it could provide us with electricity. That looks interesting, but whatever you're doing there somehow seems like magic, too. At any rate, as for really understanding it, I don't. Do you think, if something else breaks down, can we get in touch again? Hey, that looks awesome! The wind turbine is spinning again. Now it can generate power for the whole ship. This is it, the battery. At any rate, we also found some old notations that refer to this big device here by name. I also remember that there always used to be a loud hum in here, but there hasn't been a sound in here for some time now. Could you help us with the battery? Is there some way we can set up a big power grid that connects everything on the ship with each other? which parts belong to the machine and which don't? I mean, can you see that? There's a whole lot of... Nifty. The part fits like a glove there. And what exactly does it do? It converts the electrical current from the wind turbine into electricity that the battery can store? I thought power was power. Did something just happen there? So does the control whatchamacallit work again now? Awesome! It went click. I heard it. No doubt about it. Is it work? Yeah, that's ace. Thanks a lot already for all the trouble you took. It all looks tip-top to me. I am kind of impatient. So can we get... I know maybe I'm a little bit impetus here, but it would simply be so fine if it did the trick now. That's fabulous. Yes, you realized what it was really well. The others in their containers will be happy. Non-stop lighting and clean water again at last. You want to hook up the bridge too? And that means you have to get into the power distribution room? But it's locked. Are you sure you have to get in there? True, yes, that does make sense. The room is locked up, you know? And the key... we'd have to go get it first. You see, that presents a problem. The, old yeah, the old captain. We locked him in. We're sorry we didn't already tell you about him before. You know, he just went bananas. Before you were here the first time, he started shooting at the others. And now he's sitting in the back of the ship in a cell. Yes, there's an old container back there. The grown-ups converted it into a cell. But none of them are still alive anymore now. So we stuck the captain in there. Okay, then just follow me. But be careful! He's completely wacko! Where did he go? He was still in here before. Oh no, did he break out? Does that mean he's somewhere on the ship? What should we do now? We've got to warn everybody, and you've got to watch out for yourselves too. He has to be here somewhere on the ship. God only knows what he's planning. At any rate, he has the key to the power distribution room. He must have gone below deck, or else we would have spied him already. Yes, there's a room with a whole bunch of old weapons down below on the ship. Pistols and rifles and stuff like that. And the captain certainly knows that it's all down there. After all, at one point, it was his ship. Yeah, this way. Down the stairs back there, and then left at the end of the passageway there. That's where the room with all the old weapons is. That guy is completely wacko. Originally, there were more people on the ship. Us and 5 others, older ones. They knew about how the ship functions, too. At some point, there were shots at night. He shot them. All of them. For whatever reason. We overpowered him and locked him in the cell. We brought him food and stuff, but all he did was hammer against the door and tell us over and over again that he'll wring our necks. Every night you heard him. Then our supplies ran out. Damn it. What were we supposed to do? We didn't have anything for ourselves. Otherwise, we would have starved to death. We had to leave him back there. He would have done away with all of us. I just ask myself what we ought to do now. You really were a big help to us. I don't know if we would have done it without you. The idea occurred to us to pass along the blueprints for the power system to you on your way. We already have one now, and I don't think we're going to build another one at some point. And if we do, then